everyone, it's YayKay. Gosh, it's kind of cool to watch the sky go through the windows up there. Anyway, it's such a weird perspective, I know. It's kind of like maybe not the most flattering angle. But you guys don't care, right? Oh my god, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Everything's fine. Oh my gosh, again, nasally. I love allergy season. It's the bestest. So hi. So basically what I wanted to just touch on today was I talked to a friend of mine who, I call her kind of like my life coach, because, you know, you kind of need someone to kind of like give you that oomph, you know, the little encouragement that you need. And so I want to talk about, I'm going to try to manifest my next man, okay? Maybe I should say person. I guess I'm open. I don't know. But basically, I would love to have, like, my next person, because I'm ready to have my next person. I'm ready to have someone in my life who's around, who's my boo, and is, you know, someone who can not only be my partner, but be my friend. Like, I love it when my significant other and I are best friends. Like, you know, you do stuff together like you would on a normal day. You can do stuff separately and not be all judgy. You know, they can maybe respect, like, my religious beliefs or my spirituality, whatever you want to label it. You know, and let's just be honest. I would love to have someone to help me pay some bills. I would love to be splitsies on some of this billage stuff. Wouldn't be mad about it. And I also wouldn't be mad if this person already has kids, because I'm not birthing at this point. I am at that age that I am not going to birth anybody. But I'm totally excited and hoping to be a mother figure to someone or whatever. Like, I am totally cool with that. I am ready for that. So anyway, the reason why I'm bringing all this up is this, my life coach brought up a really good point. So when it comes to, like, manifesting and, like, kind of like, I don't know if you want to Google what manifesting is. It's kind of like trying to, like, plan. I kind of picture. That's the other word I wanted to use. The word picture. I always like to kind of visualize it like picturing the next thing that you want, right? Calling it in, asking the universe for it, yada yada wada wada. And I also find it's besides not only asking specifically like who you want, like what kind of person do you want, I think it's really good to be specific. I know it sounds weird, but like be specific. Like go for the gold. Like what do you really want deeply? What do you want spiritually, you know, physically, you know, what kind of, you know, again, all the stuff I already talked about is kind of the things that I'm looking for, right? But going into just the whole, she made a great point where when you want these things, you have to partially, there are things that you have to kind of look for. So, like, I like to call it the pebbles of life, you know, like the stepping stones, maybe stepping stones. Why is this not coming out of my face properly? But just like when you want to, like breadcrumbs. See, I don't know why the words aren't coming to me today. But I like to call it following the breadcrumbs that the universe leaves for you. Like, if you need to find this person at a bar, you need to follow the breadcrumbs of that bar. So if, like, something comes up on an ad and it speaks to you on the TV, or you see something on Facebook and you're like, oh, I really want to try wontons today. Those wontons looked really good. And so you find, like, a local Chinese joint or something, or maybe you run into them at the line there at the Chinese restaurant. Like, you kind of have to kind of be on the lookout and kind of hone in on, like, what kind of clues or signals is the universe giving you to help find this person. So you kind of have to look for the clues and follow the breadcrumbs, right? I always call it like that gut instinct, or something that like speaks to you, or something you see a couple times, or however you get your signals, because everyone's kind of different. So the other point, so that's point number one. That was point number one. Point number two is, well, she's like, well, you want this person to come to your home, right? Where is there room for them in your home? And I went, maybe. And I'm like, And so she's like, yeah, you might want to make room for them. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of a good idea. Yeah. So lately, because it's spring and spring cleaning is a theme, something that I have been called to do, part of my breadcrumbs, is that I've been mentally motivated and internally motivated to update my closet, where all my clothes are. Like downsize, have like a rotation where the winter clothes go under the bed in the winter and then the spring clothes go in the closet, So just having like a rotation, take stuff out that doesn't fit. I've kind of done that, but I would need to like finish that job. Because technically I do have 2 closets and 2 dressers. And they are, I don't want to say they're full of stuff, but they're definitely not empty. So I was like, that is one thing that I've been called to do. And also cleaning my garage this year has been a huge like other thing that's popped up in my head a lot. So those are the breadcrumbs I'm talking about for me. So I've been nudged to do those things this spring. So the next, because we've already done the first quarter of the year. So the next quarter, April, May, and June, I've been mentally called to do those things and complete those projects to make room for my future boo. So I was like, you know what? That makes sense because, every once in a while when I think of, when you think of things you should be doing, right? There's the shoulds where you nag yourself about like, hey, I should do the laundry today. That's not really what I'm talking about. It's like, it's that internal knowing when it's like, I really need to work on that. And it keeps coming up for me. So I just like read the room. Like if that's what your body is telling you to do and, your internal self, go for it. Like just go and run with that. Because normally it kind of makes sense now because that's been nudging me for like a month. And I didn't really understand why, because I thought that the reason why that was coming up for me was because I was mentally trying to come up with a distraction to keep, because sometimes I'm scared to YouTube. I've told you guys before that sometimes YouTubing for me, being an influencer, kind of scares me. And it's just one of those things where I keep getting in my own way. And so I put blocks in front of me so I don't do this. I don't take time to talk to you. I don't take time to film. So that's been kind of like a thing for me. So I thought when this stuff was coming up, it was just another excuse I was trying to put in front of me to keep me from doing my YouTube and my, my influencing. But then in reality, what's actually happening is I'm trying to make room for the thing that I've been asking for, which is my future boo, because I'm ready to have like that next step. I'm ready to have my next partner. It's been about 2 years or so since my last one, and I feel like I'm in that part of my life where I'm ready for the next guy, the next partner, what have you. So it's interesting to be like, okay, first you gotta ask, make your thing, you gotta ask. And then just like plan for it, like plan like it's going to happen. It's all about, because you kind of lay the groundwork. And so it's like, oh, that's super helpful. Okay, that makes sense to me. So follow those breadcrumbs and then make room. Like, because we're literally, if I had this person, not like it's a thing, but like, where would I put this thing? If for any reason I had a person, where would I put them? Who knows where I would have put them? So it's like, let's make room for them. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So that's what I'm going to do for the next quarter, And I'm going to try to show you some of my progress and some of the stuff I've been working on as we go. Just because it is a process, and it can be hard for a lot of people to like downsize and like do all this extra work, like sorting and donating and doing all this stuff. But anyway, so I'm going to walk that through with you guys as we go on for the next couple months. Oh my God, allergies. But keep watching my videos, and I will add some more funny smiles. I did a Princess Bride post a couple days ago, so I'm going to have another funny one coming up soon. So that is my update, and that's just an idea of like how to make the world you live in the way you want it to be. It's all about like, what can I do? So get in there. Make some dreams come true for yourself, right? I mean, just get out there. Get out there. Get out there. Do stuff. All right. Love you. Talk to you later.